Chosen one, stop for a moment. Truly stop, because what you are encountering right now is not background noise in your day. This is a divine interruption, not a coincidence, not an emotional pull, not an algorithmic accident. Something within you recognized this moment before your mind could explain it, and that recognition is the evidence that heaven is already involved. This message didn't arrive to entertain you. It arrived to arrest your attention. God is calling you out of autopilot and into awareness. He is asking you to pause the mental noise, quiet the inner rush, and open your spirit to hear what is being revealed. Because what is about to be spoken concerns the very place where your guard drops, your home. The space where you sleep, think, breathe, and recover is under divine focus right now. God is not speaking vaguely. He is being precise. He is addressing the place where you lay your head, where your soul exhales after carrying the weight of the world. And the declaration is clear. God is about to save the home you live in. Not just you, not just your future, but the environment that has been holding your exhaustion, your prayers, your silent tears, and your unspoken questions. This is why you felt a pause in your spirit when you encountered this message. This is why something told you to listen more closely. Heaven does not interrupt without intention. And this moment marks the beginning of a shift that will be felt not only in your emotions, but in the very atmosphere around you. Your home is not just a physical structure. It is not merely a place you return to at the end of the day. It is a living environment shaped by energy, memory, emotion, and spiritual activity. Every conversation that happened within those walls left an imprint. Every tear you wiped away in silence altered the atmosphere. Every prayer whispered late at night lingered in the air long after the words faded. Your home remembers. It holds frequency. It absorbs what you carry. That is why it matters so deeply to God. Your dwelling place is where your soul retreats when the world becomes too loud, too demanding, too heavy. It is where your nervous system tries to reset, where your spirit looks for safety. And when peace is missing there, the damage goes deeper than people realize. God understands this. That is why He does not only work on people, He works on environments. Throughout history, God has claimed physical spaces, consecrated ground, and transformed ordinary places into holy ones. Heaven has always been involved in earthly locations. God's intention now is to transform your home into a headquarters of peace, a place where rest is real, where clarity flows, where the air no longer feels heavy. Your destiny requires a supportive environment. And when your space aligns with your calling, things begin to move differently. God is not ignoring your surroundings. He is stepping into them. There is a reason you were instructed to stay until the end. There is a reason you were prompted to write Amen and the number 99. This is not superstition. This is alignment. Agreement is a spiritual mechanism. When you speak in faith, you authorize movement. Words are not passive. They are carriers of instruction. When you declare something with belief, you release a code into the unseen. That code attracts response. When chosen ones speak together with sincerity, something shifts. Atmospheres respond. Resistance weakens. Doors begin to loosen. This is why agreement has always been powerful in the spiritual realm. It is not volume that moves things, it is unity. Your comment is not for visibility. It is for activation. When enough aligned voices speak from a place of truth, reality bends to accommodate what heaven has already approved. Your home is listening. Your environment is listening. The unseen realm is listening. This is how spaces change. This is how environments are reset. Agreement is not noise. It is instruction being released. God does not spotlight what he does not intend to transform. If your home is coming into focus right now, it is because something has been happening there that required divine attention. Activity you couldn't see. Pressure you couldn't explain. A heaviness that didn't match your efforts to heal. God has been watching quietly, and now he is preparing to intervene, physically and spiritually. This is not just about spiritual symbolism. This is about tangible peace. God is preparing to establish protection that stays, not relief that fades. The reason your home is being addressed directly is because it has been the front line of an invisible battle. And God does not allow his chosen ones to live indefinitely in environments that drain their strength. When he steps in, he does not negotiate with disturbance. He replaces it. You felt the signs even if you didn't have language for them. The tension that lingered without explanation. The heaviness that seemed to settle once you walked inside. Sleep that never felt fully restorative. Dreams that were interrupted or unsettling. Emotional pressure that increased at night. Peace that came briefly and disappeared suddenly. Conflict that sparked over small things. These were not random experiences. These were indicators. Something was interfering with your rest. Something resisted your calm. And it chose your home because that is where you were most vulnerable. God saw it all. Nothing was missed, and nothing was dismissed. What you sensed was real, and now it is being addressed. Spiritual interference rarely enters dramatically. It slips in quietly through unresolved trauma, painful seasons, unhealthy relationships, or objects tied to old chapters. Energy attaches to moments, to memories, to experiences that were never processed fully. Over time, the space begins to feel off. You clean. You rearrange. You try to fix it externally, but the discomfort remains. That is spiritual congestion. And it affects clarity, rest, and emotional regulation. God recognizes when an environment becomes burdened. And when he does, he doesn't shame you for it. He cleanses it. Your home has been marked. A spiritual reset is underway. And resets are rarely quiet. Tension often rises before release. The atmosphere tightens before it clears. This is not destruction, it is preparation. Fire cleanses before it illuminates. What felt like escalation was actually alignment nearing completion. God has issued an eviction notice. Anything that entered your space without permission, anything draining, monitoring, delaying, or disturbing is being removed. No return.
No recedo.
What replaces it is holiness, order, and stability. This peace will not leak away. It will settle. The reason the resistance was persistent is because your home is a gate, a meeting point between heaven and earth. Your prayers echo further than you realize. Your voice carries authority. And now, what once lingered comfortably is retreating. God is moving in. This shift reaches every layer, spiritual, emotional, mental. Safety, you can't explain, is rising. A seal is being placed over your home. Joy, hope, and light are returning. You may feel lighter, more grounded, drawn to open windows, remove items, rearrange. Disorder may suddenly irritate you. This is recalibration. Your tolerance for chaos is dissolving. Your home is no longer neutral. It is marked. Conversations shift. Discernment sharpens. Peace becomes non-negotiable. Like winter turning into spring, warmth is returning. Stillness is awakening. God is saving your home for what's next, because miracles require atmosphere. Chosen one. God has seen everything that happened within those walls. The moments no one else witnessed. The tears you wiped away quietly. the nights you sat still just trying to survive the weight of your own thoughts. He saw how the very place meant to shelter you sometimes felt like it amplified your pain instead. How certain rooms carried memories you tried not to revisit. How certain corners held echoes of conversations, betrayals, or losses that never fully healed. God never overlooked that suffering. Not once. And now he is not only addressing the present atmosphere, he is healing the past that lingered inside it. What once felt like a prison of memory is being transformed into a place of testimony. Rooms where you once broke down are becoming rooms where you stand stronger. Spaces associated with grief are being reclaimed as places of restoration. This is how God redeems environments. He does not erase history, he redeems it. He transforms what wounded you into proof of survival and strength. A covenant is being established over your home. And when God enters covenant with a space, that space is no longer subject to the same cycles of pain. What tried to replay itself emotionally will lose its grip. Healing is not just happening in you, it is happening around you. As this shift continues, you may notice subtle but undeniable signs of deliverance in motion. You might wake suddenly in the night with clarity instead of fear. You might feel emotions rise unexpectedly, grief, anger, relief, only to pass without overwhelming you. These are not setbacks. These are releases. This is residue leaving. This is the atmosphere being purged of what no longer belongs. You may feel compelled to remove certain objects, items tied to old seasons, old identities, old wounds, clothes, gifts, furniture, or decor that suddenly feel heavy or out of place. Trust that discernment. God is refining your sensitivity. You are no longer choosing based on sentiment alone. You are choosing based on alignment. Even the history of the house itself is being healed. What once felt haunted by the past is being restored into neutrality, then into holiness. This is not imagination. This is deliverance unfolding in real time. As the environment clears, alignment begins to return. Mental fog lifts. Emotional reactions soften. Relational patterns begin to shift. What once felt like a battlefield slowly transforms into a safe harbor. Your home starts working with you instead of against you. Rest becomes restorative. Focus becomes easier. Tasks that once felt overwhelming begin to flow. This is the restoration of function. God is bringing order back into the space so it can support your destiny. Your environment either drains your energy or multiplies it. And now, finally, it is multiplying it. The atmosphere is no longer resisting your growth. It is cooperating with it. You will feel the difference in how you move, how you think, how you breathe within your own walls. Alignment is returning. Your home is becoming a sanctuary, not just a shelter, but a spiritual refuge. Thinking becomes clearer. Rest deepens. Creativity awakens. God's presence fills the space in quiet ways. Silence no longer feels empty or lonely. It feels full, healing, safe. Your prayers begin to carry more weight inside those walls. Your declarations land differently. The home itself amplifies what you speak. It becomes a gate, a place where divine communication flows more freely. You may find yourself receiving insight, ideas, or direction while doing ordinary things. That is not coincidence. That is a sanctified atmosphere supporting revelation. Your home is learning how to host God's presence. Others will feel this shift when they enter your space. Some will comment on it openly. Others will feel it quietly and not know how to explain it. Some people will linger longer than expected. Others may feel uncomfortable and leave quickly. Do not take this personally. This is spiritual filtration. Energy that does not align with peace will no longer feel comfortable in your home. God is controlling access now. Relationships that cannot coexist with clarity may begin to fade. New connections that resonate with stability and growth may begin to form. Your home is no longer neutral ground. It reflects your alignment. And alignment always attracts and repels simultaneously. This transformation is not happening randomly. God is preparing you for expansion. Greater influence requires a purified atmosphere. Deeper responsibility requires rest, clarity, and stability. God is entrusting you with more, but first, He is securing your foundation. New rhythms begin to form. Healthier habits, stronger boundaries, more intentional use of time and space. Your home is becoming a container for destiny, a place that can hold what is coming without collapsing under pressure. This preparation is quiet, but it is intentional. Heaven does nothing without foresight. One of the greatest miracles in this season is that God is not relocating you. He is transforming where you are. Pressure is turning into power, chaos into clarity, survival into presence. Peace is embedding itself into your daily life instead of appearing briefly and vanishing. Your home is beginning to reflect your inner healing. What once felt suffocating now feels supportive. God is showing you that transformation does not always require escape. Sometimes it requires redemption, and what He redeems becomes stronger than what was replaced. As peace settles, desire returns. The desire to create, to cultivate, to host, to beautify, to care. This is one of the clearest signs of restoration. You are no longer just enduring, you are building. Creativity flows without force. Inspiration arrives without struggle. You may feel called to clean, rearrange, decorate, or redesign, not from anxiety, but from alignment. Restoration brings stewardship. When God heals a place, He also restores the joy of tending it. You are stepping into cultivation mode. That is evidence that survival mode has ended. Authority is rising within you. Sensitivity to energy sharpens. You notice what feels right and what doesn't without needing explanation. Boundaries form naturally. You no longer tolerate intrusion into your peace. Your home now operates as a sanctuary, guarded by discernment rather than fear. This protection is not fragile. It is grounded. Resistance may knock, but it will not stay. What God seals remains sealed. Your space is covered, watched, defended. With alignment comes acceleration. Delays tied to environmental resistance begin to break. Mental clarity increases. Emotional stability strengthens. Financial pressure may ease in unexpected ways. Relief replaces constant tension. Your home now fuels your destiny instead of draining it. Momentum builds where stagnation once lived. This is not luck. This is alignment producing movement. Peace becomes your confirmation. Calm arrives without effort. Quiet feels safe. Your nervous system settles. You no longer feel the need to escape your own space. God confirms His presence not through noise, but through rest. You know the shift is real because it does not require constant reassurance. It simply is. Your home becomes a place of instruction, vision, and revelation. Sacred ground beneath ordinary life. God does not decorate environments, He dominates them. His presence restructures them. Silence begins to speak louder than chaos ever did. Stillness carries more power than noise. Your home now supports who you are becoming. Chosen one. The rescue is complete. Your home has been sanctified. The place you once tried to escape from has become your launch pad. God did not just save you, He saved your space. And because your environment is aligned, your future is no longer delayed. This house will now bless you. This ground will now support you. This space will now amplify your purpose. God saved your home, and your next chapter begins here.